All right. Good evening, people. Okay, good evening, everyone. And we start the complete revision for logical reasoning. Okay, and this is with regards to the specific CMAT exam जो कि आपका 9th को आ रहा है. So सारे ही जितने भी topics हैं, we are going to revise all the topics in much in detail. So let me have a quick check. Okay, if everyone can hear me. All right. Okay, everyone, just if you guys can quickly confirm. People who have joined in, you just check. Okay. Alright, so CMAT exam, okay, and logic is one section जहाँ पे आपका 25 on 25, okay, I mean this year it is 20 questions, so 20 on 20 questions आपका right आना चाहिए, okay, for any of the students who are very serious about, okay, and very diligently preparing for CMAT. आप diligently अगर मैं बोलूँ उसका मतलब है कि आपको JBR में अगर आपका target है, okay, so that is what I am talking. Meanwhile, people who are there, okay, quickly confirm. Okay, Anand says yes. Hi. Okay, great. So we're starting from here. Okay, and I hope you guys can see the screen. Yes, I think all that is clear. Okay, so we're starting from here. Okay, and here if I start off with, so I see. Alright. So yes. Okay. In case there's anyone who is looking for CMAT, CET, or any of the MBA exams, okay, you can definitely reach out to us. Okay, for the comprehensive course, you can attend a free session also. All that options we have with the entire study material. Okay, with regards to the CMAT, CET specific books, all that is there. Okay. Now, starting with the first topic. Okay, when I say complete revision, okay, starting from the first topic, okay, which is blood relations. Okay, and if I talk about blood relation, okay, it is very important that you should know all the notifications of blood relation. Okay, blood relation का जो notification है, okay, that let's say if A is male, okay, you're going to show him like this in a square. Okay, अगर A को female दिखाना है तो circle में दिखाओ. Okay, alright, and the sex of a person is not known, so in that case you should not draw any square, any circle on that. Okay, just keep the name of the person. Many times we tend to use, okay, let's say a name, okay, which is Kiran or Apurva. Okay, these kind of names kind of make it a little confusing. But till the time it is not given to you what is the sex of the person, the gender of the person, okay, don't make any square or circle on that. Okay, A and B are married to each other. Okay, so you see that A equal to B. Okay, this is the case. Okay, so the gender right now, okay, if it is given to you, then you can make a square or a circle on A and B. A and B are siblings. Okay, will be made a single horizontal line. Okay, like that. A and C are children of B. Okay, so from here, okay, you come to next generation. Okay, and then you make, okay, the two different, okay, children here, A and C. Okay, you don't know right now the gender, so that's why you're not making anything. A is uncle. Okay, so this comes like this overall. Okay, and A is the only child. Okay, it comes like this. So this is like the notification, okay, or notations of how to draw a blood relation diagram. Okay, coming to the various relationships. Okay, if we can quickly look at a glance of the relationships. Okay, so you have the brother-in-law, brother of one spouse. Okay, if you use Hindi relations, okay, brother of one spouse, husband of one sister, or husband of sister of one spouse, you can draw the relationship, okay, here as well. Okay, so Riddhi, how is L.M. Thapar, sir? Please suggest. Okay, I mean right now because the topic is the revision of CMAT LR. Riddhi, we are really not aware of L.M. Thapar College. Okay, so I would still suggest, okay, if you're looking for colleges, you can reach out to us. Okay, in the WhatsApp numbers given. Okay, we can help you with regards to the best colleges, okay, available for you. So the brother of one spouse. So how do you plot that? If I tell you, okay, brother of one spouse. So brother is there, okay, which is like this, and brother of one spouse. So whoever this person is, this can be sister or brother. Okay. So here you have, okay, let's say here the person is. I don't know who the person is. So for example, I'm just taking this, okay, like this. Okay. So A is the brother of one spouse, as in B spouse. A is the brother of B spouse, right? Exactly. So this is just a diagram, okay, that we are making to explain you a revision of how you should be making diagrams. Okay. So similarly, you have other relationships as well. Okay, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law, son-in-law, all of that is there. Okay. Coming to the other point, which is daughter-in-law, grandfather, sibling, cousin. Okay, all that is there. Okay. So we can quickly go through all the relationships here. Okay. And now coming to the type of questions. Okay. Now, when I say type of questions, okay, the introduction-based questions, okay, introduction-based questions, okay, or you have family tree questions, you have coded operations, where you see it's here there is some, A aggregate B is A is brother of B, those kind of questions, okay. So these are the three variety in blood relation that you should expect, and every year you do get questions on blood relations, okay, which should be 100% correct, okay. In fact, the entire of LR after 20 on 20 questions right आना चाहिए. Okay. Now, if I do a quick question on this, okay, pointing to a photograph, a woman says, okay, whenever someone says, okay, you have to consider this part, which is the my statement, so that you get an anchor, right? Like woman ka mother-in-law, you know that woman's mother-in-law is what you have to plot now. So if I do like this, okay, this is let's say woman, okay, I'm drawing a circle on this, and woman's mother-in-law, okay, that you're looking at. That means woman is married to a person here, okay, a guy here, and this person's, okay, wife, sorry, mother, okay. So this is where you see my mother-in-law, okay. So this is woman, woman's husband, okay, husband's mother becomes woman's mother-in-law, okay. So woman's my mother-in-law you have done. This mother-in-law is, okay, this lady is what is. This man means photograph, okay, photographs, okay, son, sister. So if you want to draw that separately, let's say if you're not able to combine that, okay, you can draw it separately also and then probably combine it later on. What is it? Okay, this man, that means this is photo, this is the man, this man's son, something like this is the son, son's sister, okay, single horizontal line, sister, is. That means this person is this person. So what I will do, okay, I will just connect this. This I will draw the brother. Then we go one level up, okay, and here you see the photo. Okay, getting it? This is how we have drawn woman. Okay, woman's mother-in-law is this man's son's sister, and this man means photograph. Okay, how is the woman's husband? This is the woman's husband, WH, woman's husband, related to the man in photograph. Okay, the man in photograph, okay, his son's sister's, okay, rather, no, her daughter, this person's daughter's son. It's nothing but what's the answer? The answer is grandson. Okay, a quick revision, okay, on the blood relation, okay, where we saw, okay, how you are supposed to solve the, what are the different notations, okay, how many notations they take, okay, all the notations we saw here, okay, the different relationships we saw in this, okay, all of that we did, okay, and then we saw the different types of questions, and coming to one of the questions, okay, so that we can touch upon other topics as well, okay, so this is how you make a diagram, okay, and you find relationships, okay, great. Coming to a topic like series, okay, now series is majorly the number series that we are talking about. Okay. Now number series, if you are talking about, okay, here comes the point. Okay, that what are the different type of the number series questions and everything. This is important. Okay, why this is important? Because many times people randomly start solving. Okay, आप randomly series के question को solve करना start कर देते हो, which is not a right approach. Okay, it's not a right approach to randomly go and start solving questions. Okay, look at the different variety. Variety is there if there is a number series, okay, it can be based on difference based, okay, or product based or alternate series, or miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, it can be combination of difference, okay, when I say difference, it can be plus or minus both, okay. So there can be combination of product and difference, this can be combination of a square and a cube, okay, a square and a difference, okay, square or a product, okay, those kind of things, okay. Letter series is there and alphanumeric series is there. Okay, now letter series is basically A, B, C, D, and you can use the numerical value of A and B, okay, those kind of things are also there. Okay, so we'll be using, okay, looking at all this variety today. Okay, from the perspective of the exam, we can look at one of the questions, okay, which has been asked in the previous year paper. Okay, and what I always suggest you is for a topic like number series, always scan the numbers. Okay. Scan the numbers properly. Okay, so you see numbers like 210, 195, 175, 150 and 120. That means the difference between the number is not much. It's like almost the same kind of a difference. Okay, almost the same kind of difference is what you see. And here, okay, from like, so it's a very simple case where you know that this is not a case of multiplication. Okay, so 210, 195. So here itself, okay, you see there's a difference of 15. Okay, that you're looking at. Okay, 195 to 175. Okay, here there is a difference of 20. 175 to 150. The difference is of 25. So here everywhere it is going minus. Minus 15, minus 20, minus 25. Okay, and then you have 120. Okay, then you have 120, which is where you see the difference is of minus 30. So the difference is increasing by 555. That means after 120, okay, it is going to be at a difference of minus 35. Okay, and that is where the answer is 85. Okay. So quick look at the number series topic, okay, where we have looked upon a different type of variety, different type of questions, okay, all of that we see, okay, and we also look at, okay, like one of the questions where you can actually apply and check that, okay, great. That's about this, okay, coming to a similar nature of topic which is called analogies, okay, now analogies can be from a lot of different topics, okay, it can be on instrument based, okay, and many times people have not prepared for it. In MBAP, we have given you the material for this, okay, so please go and check for it, okay, I'll just show you where the material is, okay, alright. So instrument and measurement, okay, like quantity and unit, individual groups, animal and young one, okay, male and female. These are various categories, okay, of analogies. And many times people lose marks here, okay, because they are not well prepared on this, okay. So when we say all these things, okay, be it a working place, okay, or a worker product, okay, or you have a product and raw material, everything, okay. For all this, you should actually go to our the CET CMAT ebook, okay, and we have given you the entire list of, okay, the entire list of analogies for different categories. This is all given to you there, okay. So that's why, okay, this is something, okay, that you have to prepare, okay. Go and like all the MBA students can do this. Go and prepare for the CET CMAT ebook, okay, which will help you a lot, okay. Coming to one of the questions that I can take on this is pig is to snout as elephant is to what? Okay, now if you don't know what snout is, okay, you will probably be confused here. Snout is nothing but the nose of the pig, okay, is known as snout. Okay, the nose of the pig is known as snout. Okay, elephant, like it is trunk, right? Then the nose of the elephant, okay, is the trunk, okay, that we call here. So pig is to snout, that means the nose of pig, okay, and the nose of elephant. That is the analogy. So here, why you lose marks, okay, because you don't know, okay, these analogies. Not necessarily that always the analogy will be in terms of numbers. Analogy can be in terms of numbers, cannot be in terms of numbers as well. So you have both the cases possible. You have to be well prepared on all the possible things. Okay, you have to be possible on all the possible things. Alright. Riddhi, I really don't know about this college, NM Thapar. Okay, NM Thapar. So please, if you can tell me, okay, where this college is, okay, then probably I can do some research. But other than that, I'm really not aware. Okay, we can help you with regards to some other better options that we are aware of. Okay. Alright, so coding decoding, okay, is the next topic, okay, that we'll be looking at. And coding decoding, again, there's a lot of variety, okay, pretty much on the same lines of number series, okay, but still there's a lot of variety that you should be looking at, okay. Now, अगर मैं यहाँ पे variety देखता हूँ तो letter coding जो होती है, this can be this 5 ways, which is ascending, descending, vowels, consonant, and alternate. Okay, these are the 5 different. Okay, this is the 5 different letter coding. This can be a number coding. Again, that can be based on the position. Okay, it can be based on the type of number, prime numbers. The calculation base is also there. Okay, so these are some of the things, okay, that is possible here. Okay, and so you have number by letters, mixed word coding. Okay, mixed number coding. Okay, so all this is there. Normally, puzzles are there. I mean, there are questions which are based on puzzles. Okay, but it is not based on. It is not something that is usually asked, because coding puzzles, okay, are quite lengthy puzzles. Okay, so it becomes kind of difficult for students to solve in their given time. So I have not seen that coming much in CMAT. So I will not touch upon that much. But yes, the other variety, very much it comes. Okay, वो काफी आते हैं और यहाँ पे भी अगर आप देखोगे, okay, you have this, okay, that you can definitely solve. Okay, so you can look at the question of Sikkim is written as. So if you just write it down here, right? So you can just take it here. So you have Sikkim is written as THLJJL. Okay, this is exactly how it is written. Now here, what you should be making sense of. Okay, if you look at Okay, if you do from S to T, it is nothing but a plus 1, right? If you go from I to H, HI, that means this is minus 1, so this is like plus 1 and this is minus 1. What type of puzzle say, what type of color decoding is this? This is a letter decoding, okay, but it is in case of, okay, like a number position, okay, or you can say, or you can also say the descending or the ascending, okay, the combination of both, okay. So it's a position based, okay, coding, okay, where you're looking at all this. Similarly, if you do here, okay, this is plus 1, okay, if you see here, okay, this will be minus 1, okay, all of this is there. So like this, okay, this goes, okay, this again is plus 1, okay, and this again is a minus 1, okay. So if you see this, okay, the same thing, okay, if you want to draw, do for a word like training, okay, try to do this, okay, if you do this, what you will see? You will see option number 3, okay, as getting as the answer, okay, with the same logic of plus 1, okay. So after a T, okay, you will come, U and then Q, U, R, okay, like that. So you have Q here coming up. So it's like this. So very simple, okay, nothing much of a challenging area, but yes, people who have not practiced this, okay, will definitely be amazed, okay, on that day, or probably you might take a little more time to solve these kind of questions. So yes, go through all the different variety of coding, decoding, and everything. Okay, this is and you will get these kind of questions only. Don't expect very high, heavy level of questions in CMAT. CMAT is an easy exam. Okay, just go well prepared, knowing all the different types of questions and everything. Okay, coming to a topic like syllogism. Okay. Now syllogism is there are various varieties, okay, of questions here, okay, if you see. Okay, when I say questions, okay, basically what I mean is the different statements, okay, which are there. All A is B is there, okay, you have no A is B, okay, you have some A is B, and then you have some A are not B. And this is one of the areas which are where a lot of people get confused, because this diagram and this diagram is pretty much the same. This is pretty much the same, and that is why, okay, a lot of people do get confused here, okay. So let me quickly tell you, something, okay, that can help you. All A is B, so you know that A is inside B. Okay, this is the diagram that you have just drawn. Okay, there can be one more case where you are doing A is equal to B, that is this. But this is the basic diagram. This is the basic diagram. This is the alternate. Remember, what is the alternate diagram? Alternate diagram is something जहाँ पे आपको assumption लेना होता है कुछ ना कुछ. What is the assumption in this? In this, the assumption is all B is A. This is the assumption. यहाँ पे एक assumption चल रहा है, right? All A is B. यहाँ पे आपको ये आपने बना दिया, which is whatever is told you make, that is basic diagram. पर जहाँ भी आपको कोई भी चीज assumption लोगे, okay, that makes it a alternate diagram. Alright, so ये आ गया, okay, and then you have, okay, let's say no A or B, okay, that is very simple, that both these circles will not intersect. Okay, both these circles will not intersect. Okay, alright, so here that we see, okay, yes, Anant, okay, we do have, okay, those kind of sessions coming up. Okay, so yes, stay tuned on the channel here. Okay, now let's say if we take, okay, both these statements together. Okay, for example, if I am taking all A is B, okay, and I am taking, let's say, no B is C. Okay, I have taken it like that. Okay, because if you are taking two statements together, you are supposed to have only one common point. Okay, so you have B, which is common here. Okay, B and B is common. Okay, A and C are different. That means if you have something like this, you can try to make a conclusion between A and C, because B is the common point. B क्या है? B common point. So यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे? If you want to make a diagram, all A is B. So I am making only the basic diagram. Remember, okay, this is the basic diagram. So we are doing the basic diagram only here. Okay, once you have the basic diagram, then no B is C. No B is C. Now B have already drawn. Okay, draw C here, and remember B and C will not touch at all. What is this? This is nothing but a basic diagram. This is the basic diagram that we are looking at. Okay, this is a basic diagram. Now the point is this: can there be alternate diagram? Alternate diagram हो सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता? Alternate diagram बिल्कुल हो सकता है, क्यों नहीं हो सकता है? Possible है, लेकिन एग्जाम में जब आपको फास्ट क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना हो, in most of the cases you will be able to get your answer from the basic diagram only. Alternate में हम क्या करते हैं? Alternate में let's say what I can do is, okay, this here you see that A is inside B. and B and C cannot touch. No B is C. Okay, no B is C. Okay, that is what you're doing. Okay, now here if I do, what I can do here, okay, here I can make something like this, that A is equal to B and this is C. So what happens? Can you have a conclusion between A and C in this case? Can you have any conclusion? The simple conclusion is only this, that no A is C. This is the conclusion. क्यों? क्योंकि नो ए सी यहाँ पे भी आपको राइट दिख रहा है, नो ए सी यहाँ पे भी राइट दिख रहा है. Can there be, think and tell me this question, okay, can there be some part of A which is getting into C? A का कोई भी पार्ट C के अंदर जा सकता है क्या? A का कोई भी पार्ट C के अंदर नहीं जा सकता है. क्यों नहीं जा सकता? Because A is completely inside B. A is completely inside B. Okay, understand guys? Okay, so that is how, okay, you're supposed to solve questions. Okay, and as we are doing, okay, a quick revision of all the topics. Okay, so we understand that, okay, you must have gone through all this, but if you have not gone through all this, अगर आपका बाकी कोई भी topic, okay, please go through all the recordings of the live lecture that we've given you. Okay, that will help you come up, okay, on the preparation side. Perfect. So this is there. Okay, some A is B. Okay, and some A's are not B. Okay, we've taken that. Let us get into the input-output part also. Okay, input-output part की बात कर रहे हैं. Okay, and here what do we see? Okay, there are various types of pattern. Input-output, one of the most time-consuming. Okay, people understand that this as a time-consuming topic. Okay, this is quite time-consuming. लेकिन मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, it is not always time-consuming. You can solve this question, okay, in 1 minute as well. आप 1 मिनट में भी solve कर सकते हो क्वेश्चन. इनपुट आउटपुट का क्वेश्चन आप 1 मिनट में भी सॉल्व कर सकते हो. कैसे सॉल्व करना है? ओके, बहुत सारे पैटर्न होते हैं. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पैटर्न्स हियर. ओके, सो लेट्स क्विकली गो थ्रू इट. ओके, सो अरेंजमेंट ऑफ वर्ड्स इन असेंडिंग और डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर बेस्ड ऑन द नंबर ऑफ लेटर्स इन ईच ऑफ द वर्ड्स. ओके, सो दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन द नंबर ऑफ लेटर्स. सो दैट मींस लेंथ ऑफ द वर्ड पे भी होता है. ओके, arrangement of words alphabetically. Okay, so that means alphabetical order पे भी होता है. That is also there. Okay, arrangement of words in ascending or descending order based on the number of vowels. Because I'm just marking those things. These are different patterns. So please keep note of this or take screenshots of this so that you can prepare, okay, on your own after this. Okay, if you are revising. Okay, check for the position of the word in the input for clues on the pattern. Okay, so जो भी clue दिया है उसके ऊपर, okay, check forward and backward number of position of the alphabet. Many times is based on the position of the alphabet also. Okay, some more patterns. Check if a certain alphabet is being replaced or the position of a particular alphabet is given to a set of words. So replacement, swapping भी होता है. Check for common series. Square, cube root, okay, something common ratio. This is majorly for the number based, okay, number based input output. Number based input output भी आता है. Check for the position of number in the input for clues. Okay, these are some of the patterns. Okay, so 4 patterns we have mentioned here and close to 5 patterns we have mentioned here. Total 9 patterns, okay, for input output. ठीक है, 9 patterns है input output के. अब मैं अगर यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन देखता हूँ, ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे एक चैलेंज क्या आता है? Why people run away from this topic is कि क्वेश्चन बहुत लंबा लगता है. You can actually solve it, okay, quite faster if you know that one line method. Okay, one line method that I am telling you for input output, which will definitely help you speed up your scores. अगर आपको इस टॉपिक में मार्क्स नहीं आ रहे हैं आपके मार्क्स में, okay, ये मेथड करने के बाद आपको आना चाहिए. Okay, let us see that. So the step number 1, whenever you are solving this, okay, directly compare the input, okay, with output. now इसको इनपुट को आउटपुट के साथ डायरेक्टली कंपेयर करो. ये इनपुट दिया है आपको, यहाँ पे ये इनपुट दिया है. ओके, और ये आपका आउटपुट है लास्ट वाला. ओके, यहाँ क्या दिख रहा है आपको? यहाँ पे कुछ जो भी इनपुट था वो एक रैंडम था. ओके, सम वर्ड्स नंबर्स वर देयर, बट हियर यू सी, ओके, ऑल द नंबर्स आर देयर ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. सारे नंबर्स एक साथ आ गए और यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा है सारे वर्ड्स एक साथ आ गए. And here what do I see? I mean the length of the word पे तो नहीं है, because अगर length of the word होता so you have off is coming afterwards. So off तो 2 letter word है, तो length of word नहीं होता. What is happening here is basically it is based on the alphabetical order. Okay, numbers भी है और alphabetical order भी है. It's an alphanumeric case. Okay, it's an alphanumeric case. Okay, that you are looking at. Okay, and alphanumeric is where we look at like the steps here. And when I do that, okay, so for example, I look at सबसे पहले मैंने क्या input को output से compare किया. Now analyze or I can say quickly scan the steps. Quickly scan the steps. Okay, steps को scan करो, समझो कि वहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. Alright, so if I scan the steps, मैं स्टेप्स को यहाँ पे स्कैन कर रहा हूँ, यहाँ पे मैं देख रहा हूँ कि स्टेप नंबर 1 में क्या हुआ, 7 पहले आ गया है, होम स्वीट 27 और 16 ऑफ सब कुछ ऐसे ही है। सेकंड स्टेप में देखो 16 यहाँ पे आ गया है। So what is happening is, what you see that the numbers are being moved one at a time in each step, and the numbers are moving from left to right. यहाँ पे देखो उससे ascending order पे 27 आया यहाँ पे, okay, और यहाँ पे 31 आ गया। So till step number 4 all the numbers are running. अब यहाँ पे आपको एक एक स्टेप लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, you can write it down, okay, in one line. Understand? Write it down in one line. Okay, I'm just going to cover that as well. Okay. Step number 5 में क्या हो रहा है? Okay, then A is moving here, which is basically based on the alphabetical order. So A आ गया, bear आ गया यहाँ पे. Okay, in the next case, okay, now here you have home. Home was already in right place, right? Bear के बाद home ही आने वाला है based on the alphabetical order. तो ये पहले से यहाँ पे हमको extra step लेने का जरूरत नहीं है. Remember that when some element is already in place, you don't need to take a separate step, you don't need to take an additional step. जब पहले से home correct line पे है तो आपको वहाँ पे step लेने का क्या जरूरत है? There's no step to be taken there. Okay, so यहाँ पे home पहले से है, you take a step. Okay, in this step it is for key. Okay, that you look at. Okay, जो आपने key को यहाँ पे लिया, बाद में आपको off को लेके आना था, and now everything okay is in place, right? Everything is in place. Now do the same thing. I do the same thing now. Okay, with regards to this input which is given to you here. Okay, this is the input. How many steps are required to get the final output? Okay, for the given input. बहुत ही स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चन है, और आप पे CMAT में भी स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चन ही पूछा जाता है इनपुट आउटपुट पे. ओके, ये लास्ट क्यों कितने स्टेप्स में आउटपुट आएगा. ओके, आपको बुरा लगेगा कि राइट द थर्ड स्टेप. ओके, या इन लाइक नीचे ऑप्शन में से कौन सा थर्ड स्टेप होगा, समथिंग लाइक दैट. ओके, now if I saw this particular thing okay in one line, what do I see? Okay, see here it starts with G. It starts with a number 151, S, B, 31, 61 and L, right? यहाँ पे मैंने जो भी अल्फाबेट है उसको पहले लिख दिया, फिर जो नंबर है उनको मैंने लिख दिया, ठीक है, ऐसे. ऑलराइट, अब यहाँ पे आपको पता है कि सबसे पहले कौन सा आएगा. ओके, द फर्स्ट थिंग फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इज द स्मॉलेस्ट पॉसिबल नंबर. जो स्मॉलेस्ट पॉसिबल नंबर है वो सबसे पहले आने वाला है. तो 31 इज द स्मॉलेस्ट पॉसिबल नंबर. ओके, so this 31 if you cancel, okay, so this is left say first element. Okay, left say first element L1, that means first element from left side dash 1, which is basically in first step. That means you have to take a step to bring 31 on the left hand side first element. Okay, everyone, once you are clear with this, okay, then comes the second number. The second highest number is 61. Okay, again it will be second element on the left hand side in step number 2. And then you have okay 151, which is left say third element in step number 3. Perfect. So 3 steps you are taking to bring all the numbers in a ascending order from the left hand side. इसके बाद आपको क्या करना है, इसके बाद आपको जाना है alphabets. Now you have to go to the alphabets, the words, okay, and then arrange them in a ascending order as well. So ascending order based on the alphabetical position. Here the first alphabet will be B, A, B. All right. This is going to be left say fourth element, and this is going to be fourth step because there is a G right now. When you move B here, there is a G. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now after B you have G coming up, which is already in place, right? Which is already in place. Do you need a separate step for it? Okay. Left say fifth element, but do you need a step for it? You don't need any step. This is going to be in step number 4 only. Okay, it is going to be in place. Okay, so G क्या लिख रहा है, left से fifth element in the fourth step itself. Okay, perfect. Now, so you after this now you have S, okay, and L. Okay, so you know that okay it is L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. So L comes before. All right. Now L comes before, that means you have to move L ahead. And if you cancel this, this is left say sixth element in step number 5. Left say sixth element in step number 5. You need one step, and then S will follow. Okay, in place. Okay, S is here, which is left say seventh element in step number 5 itself. So आपको यहाँ पे कितने स्टेप में आ गया? आपको 5 स्टेप्स में आंसर आ गया. How many steps are required to get the final output? Okay, it is based on the number of steps. Okay, like the way I have calculated, and you've got the answer in one line only. Okay, So yes, this is how you can solve questions much faster. Okay, you don't really have to take a lot of time. You don't have to write down all the steps. इनपुट आउटपुट जैसा टॉपिक भी आपका सीमैट एग्जाम में राइट आना चाहिए. पहली बार सीमैट आपको बहुत टाइम दे रहा है. Okay, there's a lot of time. You have 60 questions. Okay, which is other than the other two sections. Okay, which is innovation, entrepreneurship and GK. ये दो सेक्शन में ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगाना है. Okay, तो आपको जो मेजर टाइम जाएगा वो क्वांट्स, लॉजिक और वर्बल पे ही जाएगा. So focus on these three sections, okay, which will give you a good amount of marks there. Now coming to the point, direction sense. Okay, rationally, okay, I have got one question only on this. Okay, but what I can do is on the same input, okay, we can look at one more question. For example, if I tell you, okay, let us do one thing. Write down the step number 3 for this input. Let's say this is the thing. Okay, आपको step number 3 लिखना है. ये input का directly step number 3 लिखना है. आपने जैसे ये solve किया है, you know step number 1 कौन सा है? So I'm just using another pen now. Okay, so it will make it easier. Step number 1 ये है, step number 2 ये है, step number 3 ये है. अगर आपको 3 step लिखना है, so left से first element क्या है? 31 है, second element है 61 है, थर्ड एलिमेंट 151 है. इसके बाद जो भी वर्ड्स यहाँ पर हैं, जैसे ये वर्ड है, ये वर्ड्स हैं, ओके, ये वर्ड्स हैं, दिस विल कम एज इट इज. ओके, सो G विल कम हियर, ओके, S विल कम हियर, B विल कम हियर, ओके, और इसके बाद यहाँ पे L आ जाएगा. दैट्स हाउ इट इज गोइंग टू बी देयर. ओके वैष्णवी, द सेम क्वेश्चन आई टेकन वन मोर. सो इफ यू हैव टू राइट डायरेक्टली स्टेप नंबर 3 यू कैन राइट इट. ऐसे कोई भी स्टेप आपको दिया है आप लिख सकते हो. There can be a question that can ask you what is the second element from left in step number 4. आप step number 4 लिख के वो भी निकाल सकते हो, right? Great, Vaishnavi. Okay, I hope it makes sense. Okay, you can go through the session again. Okay, and if you're an MBA student, please go and check the videos. Okay, that will help you. Okay, with regards to solving these questions faster. Perfect. Direction sense. Okay, direction sense. Now. Direction sense, okay, this is the thing. Okay, जैसे direction में north, south, east, west, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Okay, ऊपर north, नीचे south, right hand side पे east है, left hand side पे west है. Okay, north, south, ये आपका right hand side, this is going to be east, okay, and this is going to be west. Okay, clockwise movement and the anti-clockwise movement, ये भी आपको पता होना चाहिए. Perfect, all right, great. Let us see. I'm giving you a question on this. Okay, so here L is 11 kilometers west of N. अभी आपको अगर यहाँ पे क्या करना है, सबसे पहले आपको यहाँ पे नॉर्थ, साउथ, ईस्ट, वेस्ट ऐसे लिख दो. Okay, why I'm saying this, I see a lot of people getting confused at the time of drawing the diagram. Okay, now L is 11 kilometers west of M. So this is a distance of 11. Okay, now यहाँ पे आपको N दिया है और L दिया है. Okay, so L is there, you already drawn here. N is 8 kilometers north of L. So N is here. Okay, this is 8 kilometers. Okay. O is 15 kilometers to the west of N. N यहाँ पर है. Okay, 15 kilometers west यहाँ पे जाएगा. 15 kilometers west यहाँ पे O है. Okay, this is how you are going to do this here. So I'm just removing this part. North, south, east, west मैंने यहाँ से हटा दिया है. Alright, this is done. P is 12 kilometers south of N. P is 12 kilometers south of N. Okay, simple diagram. Where is N with regards to P? ये N है with regards to P. This is this direction, and you just was drawing this. Okay, ये north था, ये west था. ये direction क्या होगा? North west. Perfect. 100% accuracy. 100% accuracy. Logical reasoning आना ही आना चाहिए. 20 questions हैं. I think बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम भी लगेगा आपको. ओके, इसके पीछे मेरे हिसाब से बहुत ज़्यादा भी है. मेरे हिसाब 35 मिनट्स में भी आप कर सकते हो इसको इजीली. ओके, तो ट्राई करो 35 मिनट में 20 क्वेश्चंस को निकाल दो. I know there are some students who will be doing very good. They can do it in 25 minutes as well. Okay, all right, great. That's about this. Look at the arrangement side, which is majorly the puzzles. Okay, these are puzzles that we are talking about. Okay, puzzles का topic है. Puzzles में you have linear arrangement, circular arrangement, matrix arrangement, बहुत कुछ आने वाला है. Okay, let us have a quick check here. Okay, so if you see, okay, so these are the patterns. Okay, these are some of the patterns. और ये स्टेटमेंट्स मैंने यहाँ पे दिया हुआ, ये वो स्टेटमेंट्स हैं जो आपको अक्सर कंफ्यूज करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स को, ओके, आपको अक्सर कंफ्यूज करते हैं। तो कैसा है, राइट एंड लेफ्ट को लेके, ओके, फिर दिस इज देयर, ओके, यू शुड नो व्हाट इज द लेफ्ट हैंड, ओके, व्हाट इज द राइट हैंड, ओके। जनरली इन दिस बुक वी विल यूज द फॉलोइंग, सो आपको ये लेफ्ट हैंड बनाना है या राइट हैंड बनाना है, इस तरीके से हमने किया है, ओके। A is two places right of B, understand, okay, I just change the pen. A is two places, okay, right of B. अब इसमें बहुत कंफ्यूज होते हैं बच्चे, okay, they draw wrong diagram here. जब दिया है कि A राइट साइड में है, ये आपका राइट साइड है, ये आपका लेफ्ट साइड है, तो A जो है, A आपका यहाँ पर आ रहा है टू प्लेसेस, okay, two places right of B. So B यहाँ पर है, this is one place and this is the second place, right? A is two places right of B. तो आपको ऐसे बनाया, यानी कि A और B के बीच में एक ही बंदा है, gap is of only one person. It's not, doesn't mean that there are two people between A and B. Okay? A is three places left of B. Okay? यहाँ पे आप देखो, A is three places left of B. Okay? So यहाँ पे आपको कैसे बनाना है? Okay? Here in this case there are only two gaps between A and B. It is explained in the diagram below. If A is at place number 1, okay, they have used the term left. Okay, तो यहाँ पे तो इन्होंने शायद गलत किया हुआ है. Okay, so ideally, okay, B should be here and A should be here because A is three places left. So you have one place, two places, and three places. Okay, so A should be here and B should be here. Now take it this way. Okay, take it this way. Okay, that if I tell you that there are two people between A and B, the same statement here. There are two people between A and B. Okay, so that is something. Okay, यहाँ पे left hand मतलब two places A and B में आपको इतना पता है कि A और B के बीच में दो लोग हैं, but do you know which side is A, which side is B? So if the statement is that there are two people between A and B, okay, यहाँ पे आपको A/B, यहाँ पे आप A/B लिखोगे. You know that there are two people between them, but कहाँ पे A है, कहाँ पे B है, I am not sure. Okay, I am not aware of that. Okay, great. So this is there, okay, and okay, more couple of practice. A stays two places away from B. Again, that's what I said. Okay, आपको नहीं पता कि right hand side में, left hand side में. Okay, A stays two places away of B. Who is at the third place left of B? Okay, who? Whenever the word who is used, okay, whenever the word who is used, okay, this is for the immediate person. Immediate, no, the person is just immediate ahead of the word who. Okay. So B is three places left of C. So यहाँ पर है 1, 2, 3. Okay. A stays two places away of B. Now A can be two places away. So this can be two places away. A can be here also. A can be here also. Because you don't know which side they are talking about. Okay. So A can be, okay, A can be two places. That means this is 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Any side it can be. Great. So if let's say there's someone already at A, at this place or at fifth place there's someone already वहाँ पे कोई पहले से है, समझो वहाँ पे Z पहले से है, so you know that कि A यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा, फिर A यहाँ पे ही आएगा. These are important statements of arrangement, okay, that you should be following. Okay, very important. Okay, these statements. If you're clear with these statements, okay, you will not draw wrong diagram. Okay. Alright, so that's about linear arrangement. Okay, we'll quickly look at a set. Okay, एक छोटा सा set है, फटाफट देख लेते हैं. Okay. 7 friends are sitting on a bench. Okay, 7 friends are there. Okay, who are sitting on a bench facing south. So आप समझ जाओ south में देख रहे हैं, इसका मतलब right left तो change हो गया पूरा. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are facing south. Okay. Okay. Alright. ठीक है, चार्जर कनेक्ट कर लिया मैंने, बैटरी जा रही है. Alright, so 7 friends sit on a bench facing south. साउथ है तो आपको ये समझ जाना है कि आपका लेफ्ट यहाँ पर है और राइट यहाँ पर है. गेटिंग द आइडिया? लेफ्ट यहाँ पर है, राइट यहाँ पर है. सी सिट्स ऑन वन ऑफ द कॉर्नर सीट. नाउ डू यू नो सी कहाँ पे बैठ रहा है? तो आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे भी एक ऑप्शन लेके चलना है और यहाँ पे भी एक ऑप्शन लेके चलना है. टू पॉसिबिलिटीज. ओके, लाइक दैट. सो आई हैव डन दिस. E and G have the same number of people between them. E and G have same number of people between them as B and D. What does it mean? Now, this is a statement that a lot of people probably might go wrong. Okay, E and G में उतने ही लोग हैं जितने B और D के बीच में हैं. Can you draw that right now? I cannot draw that. E और G के बीच में जितने लोग हैं उतने B के और D के बीच में होना चाहिए. मैं अभी वो प्लॉट नहीं कर सकता. I'll come to that later on. Okay, but यहाँ पे दिख रहा है A sits two places to left of C. Left of C. अब यहाँ पे अगर C है तो A इसके लेफ्ट में तो यहाँ चला जाएगा, तो टेबल के बाहर चला गया, 7 6 के बाहर चला गया. So you know that okay A is 2 places, that means 1 place 2 place, so A is here. And when you know A is here, so you know that C is here and this is not the place of C, right? So here, okay, now I can remove all this. So you know specific value place of C, you know specific place of A. Okay, so you have done this as well. B and F sit next to each other. So now you cannot draw that because there can be many combinations. Okay, but B and F are next to each other. Okay, make a visual notes, write it somewhere. Okay, like that. I'll come to it. G sits in the middle. Now, if G sits in the middle, okay, that means G is going to be here because there are 3 people on this side. Okay, and then there are 3 people on this side. So G is in the middle. Okay, so we have done that as well. Okay, we have done that as well. Okay, and then you have B is to the immediate left of G. Left of G, that means B is coming here. Wow. Now if you know this, B and F are next to each other, that means F is here. Now even this is done, this is done. The only thing which is left right now is that E and G have the same number of people between them as B and D. अभी यहाँ पे क्या हो? अभी D यहाँ पे आ सकता है, D यहाँ पे आ सकता है. Okay, let's take these two scenarios. Okay. Now अगर B और D यहाँ पे आया, okay, so B or D in the first case, let's say the upper row is the first case, okay, like this. How many people are there? 2 people are there. E and G, you can't take no, G here, okay, but you can make E here. So E और G के बीच में भी 2 लोग आ गए, right hand, okay, same case, okay. If I do E here, E और G के बीच में कितने लोग हैं? Now E and G has got only 1 person. Same way, okay, if you see, okay, here B and D has also got 1 person. So there are 2 cases possible, which is in regards to slash, you know, E and D. So you don't know the place of E and D, बाकी सबका place आपको पता है. E and D को छोड़ के आपको सबका place पता है. Now who is the second person from the right hand? Now this is the right hand. Remember, south facing है तो right hand change हो गया. Second person from right hand is D or E. So D भी हो सकता है, E भी हो सकता है. That is why we will mark the answer cannot be determined. Okay, a simple case of puzzle, okay, of linear arrangement, okay, very much something that will be asked in your CMAT exam. तो ये आप बहुत अच्छे से करोगे. Okay, so if you focus, okay, you will get these kind of questions, right? Okay, it's a quick round of revision going on all the different important topics of CMAT exam. Okay, so people who will watch it later also, I would suggest कि अच्छे से देखना, पूरा देखना, समझना है. All right. Now coming to the mixed arrangement, you know, matrix arrangement or complex arrangement kind of puzzles. Okay. Now here what will happen? Okay, when I say the matrix or you know this complex arrangement, okay, here you have 2 or 3 parameters, okay, which are asked together. जैसे यहाँ पे क्या दिया है? यहाँ पे city एक पैरामीटर दिया है. Okay, यहाँ पे okay, students का एक पैरामीटर दिया है. So what are the different parameters? Okay, ये आप draw करो. और जैसे आपको यहाँ पे चाहिए, if it is given that A doesn't belong to Chennai, यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट मिस्टेक क्या करते हैं? स्टूडेंट्स ये मिस्टेक करते हैं कि जो डायरेक्ट पॉजिटिव स्टेटमेंट दिया है लोग वो फॉलो करते हैं, लेकिन जो नेगेटिव स्टेटमेंट दिया है उसको प्लॉट नहीं करते. एंड दैट इज द रॉन्ग थिंग बिकॉज़ देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, ओके, व्हिच विल द नो स्टेटमेंट्स विल गिव यू कि क्या पॉसिबल होगा. जैसे यहाँ पे दिया है A doesn't belong to Chennai, तो A चेन्नई से नहीं बिलोंग करता है तो क्रॉस मार्क करो ताकि पता चले कि ये तो स्कोप में है ही नहीं, ये तो पॉसिबल है ही नहीं. Okay. Similarly, okay, क्या doesn't belong to Chennai and Delhi, तो Delhi भी कैंसिल हो गया. B belongs to कोलकाता, okay, B belongs to कोलकाता, ये डायरेक्ट दिया हुआ है, जब ये चला गया तो ये सब तो अपने आप कैंसिल कर दिया, right? Okay, then we can represent this information same way. Okay, अभी यहाँ पे कोई और चीज दिया होगा, okay, उससे भी किसी आप निकाल सकते हो. Okay, so simple matrix arrangement, फटाफट रफ शीट में टेबल स्क्वायर ऐसे करके बनाना. Okay, and just start, okay, doing that. That is matrix arrangement. Okay, and now we look at logical inequalities. Okay, another topic, important topic, okay, which people tend to mess up, okay, because they are not very sure about these statements. Okay, कि I don't know at the rate, okay, or other I would say greater than equal to क्या होता है, equal to को कैसे करना है, okay, so no relationship कैसे करना है, ये सारी चीजें बहुत important है. इसको मैं यहाँ से ज़्यादा because this will not make more sense, okay, than the question. So let me take a question here. और यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट ज़्यादातर मिस्टेक कहाँ पे करते हैं? स्टूडेंट ज़्यादातर मिस्टेक करते हैं at the starting point. Okay, गलत जगह स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं. सबसे इजी स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट कौन सा होता है? द मोस्ट इजीएस्ट स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट इज ऑलवेज द इक्वल टू. E is equal to R. Now my way of solving this is have a quick representation. एक फटाफट representation कर लो इसको. जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे किया E और R जो है अगर वो सेम लेवल पे है तो मैंने इसको एक सेम लेवल पे लिख दिया. जो भी इनके ऊपर होगा वो इसके ऊपर जाएगा, जो इससे छोटा होगा वो इसके नीचे आएगा. Okay, like that. So if you see here, okay, let's say I'm doing the left hand side first. I is less than R. So I जो है वो इधर कहीं ना कहीं नीचे आएगा. I don't know कहाँ पे नीचे आएगा, but I R के नीचे आने वाला है. And M is less than equal to. M is less than equal to. एक तो केस है equal to का, तो I के साथ equal to करो, और एक केस है M का नीचे. There are many possibilities for M like this. Okay, so ये तो ये हो गया यहाँ पे. Okay, so if you see, okay, I have done the left hand side here. Now I start doing this C, Y and B. Now B is less than E. B is less than E. अब ये जो B का वैल्यू है with respect to I और M, आपको पता है क्या? B with respect to I और M. देखो यहाँ पे B आ रहा है, B यहाँ पे भी आ सकता है, B सबसे नीचे भी आ सकता है. I don't know, right? वैसे ही अगर आप देखो यहाँ पे, okay, यहाँ पे अगर आप देखो Y is less than equal to B. So यहाँ पे पहले तो equal to कर दो, यहाँ पे equal to कर दो, okay. यहाँ पे भी अगर मैं इसको थोड़ा ऊपर प्लॉट करता हूँ, I just plot it a little up, the entire thing, okay. So I am doing like this, Y. Right? So Y is equal to जहाँ जहाँ B रहेगा ना वहाँ पे equal to कर दो, और फिर एक Y उसके नीचे लेके आ जाओ. Okay? Similarly, then you have C which is less than Y, यानी कि जहाँ भी Y है उसके नीचे छोटा सा C लिख दो. So these are in clubs. These are in one bucket. Okay? These are multiple possibilities. मुझे नहीं पता. आप लेफ्ट साइड से स्टार्ट करो, राइट साइड से स्टार्ट करो, आपका प्लॉट कुछ अलग दिखेगा लेकिन आंसर सेम आएगा. आंसर विल नॉट बी डिफरेंट. ओके, सो इफ यू सी हियर y is greater than equal to m, y is greater than, y can be less than m also, right? y जो है वो less than m भी हो सकता है, तो ये गलत हो गया. ओके, b is greater than c. B is always going to be greater than C. अगर आप जो भी केस देखो, अलग अलग केस ड्रॉ में अलग अलग पॉकेट करके रखा है, because B and Y are okay, are no, this is less than equal to और C उससे भी नीचे है, so definitely B is going to be greater than C, or you can say C is greater than, C is less than B. Okay, this is for sure. So what you will mark here? You will mark option number 2. Only conclusion 2 follows. Okay. Now here what did I do? I drew the left hand side first. मैंने left hand side को पहले बनाया, okay, right hand side को बाद में बनाया. I did it this way, okay. अब अगर आपको यहाँ पे देखना है, okay, अगर आप देखना चाहते हो कि अगर मैं सर इसको पहले करूँ और इसको बाद में करूँ तो क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? Check that, कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. It is going to be diagram थोड़ा अलग दिखेगा, आंसर सेम आएगा. Okay, let us see that. मैंने क्या किया? मैंने E और B को पहले तो इक्वल, E और R को इक्वल कर दिया. This one, okay, the middle part. Always there is an equal to sign. Start with equal to, that makes things more easy. फिर आपको यहाँ पे जाना है, okay, आपको यहाँ पे जाना है, okay. So what do you do? B is less than E. B is less than E. Okay. Y is less than equal to. So Y can be equal to. Y can be less than. Okay. C is less than Y. So यहाँ पे जैसे Y दिया, यहाँ पे आ सकता है, ऐसे यहाँ पे आ सकता है. So this is one case. This is another case. Like that, right? Now I come to the other side. I is less than R. Now I can be here, I can be here, I can be here as well. I don't know. So now, is there any clear relationship given to you between I and B, I, Y, I, C, कुछ दिया है नहीं दिया? There can be possibilities. Not that. Similarly, यहाँ पे क्या दिया है? M is less than equal to. So सबसे पहले तो यहाँ पे equal to बना दो M को equal to, and then there is one M which is going to be down. सबसे नीचे, okay. Now if you look at the diagram, conclusions, y is greater than equal to m. Y is greater than equal to m. Y can be less than equal to m also. So again, this is not possible. B is greater than C. Again, for sure. यहाँ पे भी देख लो B greater than C है. यहाँ भी देख लो B is greater than C. So you are sure. So you make whatever method, okay, but your answer should be the same one. Okay, वो आंसर राइट ही आएगा अगर आपका प्लॉट सही है तो. अगर आपका कॉन्सेप्चुअल राइट है, अगर आपका ओवरऑल प्लॉटिंग राइट है, okay, you will get the right, okay, right, you say the answer. Okay, that's all logical inequalities. coming to one more topic, which is calendar. Okay, and with this, okay, we'll kind of wrap up. Okay, quickly. Because we looked at close to 7, 8, 10 topics that we looked at in overall logical reasoning today. So calendar के अंदर आपको क्या करना है? Calendar के अंदर you have a important concept of odd days, and you have another important concept of leap year. Okay, these are the two important concepts. Okay, odd days, leap year. अगर आपको odd days और leap year का concept clear है, okay, you can go and just lock it. Okay, कोई भी question पूछने दो. Normally they ask you that, what is the day of a certain date? Okay, or you can, if this day is this, then what is going to be the day of some other date, like that. So understand, firstly, what is odd day? Odd day तो आपको जो है ना, odd day is nothing but, odd day का definition आप लिख लो यहाँ पे. Odd day is nothing but the remainder, okay, remainder on dividing. Okay, it's the remainder on dividing the remaining number of days. The remaining number of days by 7. ठीक है? This is odd days. Odd day is the remainder. Always remember, it is the remainder. So you people get confused at times. They take the question. हमेशा remainder होता है. Whatever is the remainder on dividing by 7. So ये पूरे टॉपिक में कैलेंडर में आपको बार-बार 7 से डिवाइड करना पड़ता है. Okay, remember that. So अगर मैं यहाँ पे देखता हूँ, for example, okay. फिफ्थ को यहाँ पे कुछ तो बोला है कि फिफ्थ का दिन जो है वो मंडे, आपको बोला है कि 22nd का डे क्या होगा फॉर एग्जाम्पल. तो आपको क्या करना है, ये आपका बेस है. बेस के बाद यू हैव टू जस्ट मूव अहेड. हाउ मेनी डेज यू आर गोइंग अहेड? ओके, इफ यू सी 22nd तक जाना है तो 22nd से फिफ्थ को तो माइनस कर दो, क्योंकि 22nd में 5 डेज माइनस उसके आगे जाना है. सो हाउ मेनी डेज अहेड यू आर गोइंग, व्हिच इज नथिंग बट द रिमेनिंग नंबर ऑफ डेज. How many days ahead you are going? 22 minus 5. Whatever is your base, base को हटा दो. Okay, so you are going roughly 17 days ahead. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, you are going 17 days ahead. 17 को किससे डिवाइड करेंगे? 7 से डिवाइड करेंगे. 17 divided by 7. Okay, 7 2s are 14. Okay, and you get the remainder as 3. What is this 3? This 3 is your odd days. ये 3 आपको ऑड डेज आया, यानी कि आपका जो भी बेस था यहाँ पे मंडे का बेस दिया था मैंने, मंडे के आगे 3 दिन काउंट करना है, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे. ओके, तो यहाँ पे दिन कौन सा होगा? हियर द डे विल बी थर्सडे. ओके, ऑलराइट. ओके, ग्रेट. रिमाइंडर ऑन डिवाइडिंग, ओके, रिमाइंडर ऑन डिवाइडिंग द रिमेनिंग नंबर ऑफ डेज बाय 7. ओके, very important concept, okay, of odd days that we looked at. Okay, and leap year. Leap year is something which comes after every 4 years. So divisible by 4. All right. So divisible by 4. Okay, that is there. So because leap year comes after every 4 years. So 2016 लास्ट का 2 डिजिट देखो 4 से डिवाइड होता है. Yes, it is a leap year. 2007 लास्ट का 2 डिजिट 4 से डिवाइड नहीं होता है, not a leap year. Okay, remember these are the important concepts, okay, that will be required. Okay, now based on that you can figure out the odd days in a particular month, in a particular year. करना क्या है? Divide by 7 का remainder. Simple as that. Okay, simple as that. Divide by 7 का remainder. Okay, if you see, and that's I think okay gives a clear picture about this concept. Okay, and yeah. So there is something called a century leap year, okay, leap year odd days, okay, that's okay what we have. So if you quickly see, a century leap year क्या होता है? Okay, you know, okay, leap means something which comes after every 4 years, okay, and century means something that comes after every 100 years. 100 year or 4 years का combination है ये, which is that this comes after every 400 years. What does it mean? It means this, that year number 100, 200, 300 and 400. इसमें ये लीप ईयर है, ये सब कुछ ऑर्डिनरी ईयर है. Okay, very important. When it is ordinary year, okay, it is nothing but 365 days, and if you do 365 divided by 7, you will get 1 odd day. In this case, okay, it is a 366 days, and you get 2 odd days. Okay. This is how it is done. Okay, so the century leap year has to be divisible by 400. Okay, that's an important concept to be studied. Alright, so that's about it. Okay, if you see, we've done calendar, okay, you know, logical inequalities, okay, we have done matrix arrangement, okay, linear arrangement we saw, okay, we saw direction sense, okay, we saw input output, okay, we saw, like syllogism, okay, we saw coding decoding, okay, and then we also saw analogies, okay, that we saw here. Okay, so analogy is the ninth topic, okay, and then we saw number series, which is 10th topic, okay, and then we saw blood relations. So total of how many topics that we have seen today? Okay, if you see the entire revision, okay, we have touched upon 11 topics, okay, of LR, okay, in today's session. Okay, so keep following it, okay, keep following us, okay, and keep preparing. Okay, 9th is your CMAT, okay, so you have to give mocks on a regular basis. Keep doing that and keep following the channel, okay, for upcoming more sessions that we'll be keeping on CMAT. Okay, we'll be having sessions on like innovation and entrepreneurship, on GK. We'll all be coming up with those sessions, okay, so keep following us, subscribe to the channel. All the best.